My name is Moni. I have been living in France for 4 years, and these are 10 different reasons why you should study abroad in France. Number 1. The cultural aspect. While living in France, you'll get the opportunity to taste different French foods. You will be able to learn more about French traditions, about French history, about what do French people think about certain situations in life. It will help you get a broader perspective about what the world is like, and it will also help you interact with not only people from France but also people from all over the world, which is pretty cool because you will be able to learn a new language or practice a language that you already speak apart from French and English. One of the things that I enjoy the most is listening to different cultural perspectives. This was one of the main reasons why I decided to study abroad in France, because you get to interact with people from so many different cultures, not only French people, but also like people from Asia or people from America or people from Europe. What I'm going to tell you is something that surprised me a lot while I've been living in France. I wasn't expecting to learn more about my own culture while studying abroad than while living in my own country. You will be able to better understand your own history, your own culture, why you act in a certain way, why do you like certain things, or why do people say certain phrases in your country. Number 2, becoming independent. There's a lot of adult stuff that you will need to learn. For example, opening a bank account, finding your own apartment or studio, finding a job, finding an internship, learning how to cook, buying groceries, learning which of the products that are the cheapest and which stores sell them. This will help you become more mature, grow as a person, and value what you had in your own country. Number 3, the academic experience. Education in Europe is pretty different from what it is like, for example, in the US or in Mexico or in Canada. There's no one going behind you and telling you that you have to go to classes, telling you that you have to study for your exams, or that you have to read a book. You do it if you want to. And if you don't, then you might fail your exams. You'll have to adapt to a new system if you have never studied in a French system, which it was my case. So you'll have to adapt to a new education system. You will have to be totally independent because teachers are not going to go behind you and ask you that you have to do this homework or you have to study. It's all on you. If you study or not, that's your own responsibility. So you'll have to do it. You'll have to go to a library and read books in order to better understand the subject. And then if you have more questions, you can go and ask the teacher to explain you certain topics. You can schedule a private meeting with your teacher in case you have any further questions, but you have to do your own research before, because French people are really special about this. If you do not understand a topic, you do your own research, and if you still after that and after reading a lot of books you do not understand a topic, then you can go to the teacher and ask further questions. But you have to have a further knowledge. You cannot just go and be like, I didn't understand what you said on this class, and then the teacher might ask you some questions, and if you don't know how to answer, then they'll be like, well, you'll have to do your own research. Teachers can tell if you didn't do your own research. So do your own research and then ask further questions. Or you can also ask questions to other students that might have understood the topic. Number 4, it is a challenge. Living on your own in a foreign country where you know nobody is going to be a huge challenge, because you will have to learn how to be an adult on your own. You will have to learn how to solve problems on your own in another country and in another language. Let's say that your internet connection is no longer working and you've tried it all. You watch a ton of videos, you search online, and you've tried it all and it's still not working. Then you'll have to contact the internet company and see what the problem is all about. For example, if they have to send someone, an expert, to solve the problem, or if they have to change your equipment. You'll have to do that on your own. Of course, if you have any questions, you can ask university, you can ask your friends at university, or you can directly ask, if, for example, if there are questions about the visa process, you can directly ask to the préfecture, which is the government, and you can send them an email and ask them all of your questions. And if you have any questions related to studying abroad in France and living abroad in France, tell me in the comment section and I'll make a new video on that. Number 5, improve your language skills. While living in France and studying in French, you will be in total immersion Whenever you go to the supermarket, you'll have to speak in French. Whenever you go to the restaurant, you'll have to speak in French. Whenever you're in classes, if your classes are in French, you'll have to speak in French and understand everything that you're learning in French. If your classes are given in English but you want to learn French, there's always an option. Most universities have something that's called tandem, so you can find a partner. Let's say that you want to find a French partner or a person that speaks French, and that person wants to practice their English or learn English, then you can be partners. You can do it tandem together and you can both learn from each other. Another thing that you can do is go to language cafes. I love them because you can meet people from all over the world and you'll get to practice not only one language but more than one language. For example, at times I have been able to speak German, English, French, Spanish, and it's like, whoa, so cool. Number 6. You'll be able to find different interests. Studying abroad in France will allow you to get access to different activities that you might not have access in your country. For example, in my case, I got the opportunity to do something that is called vendage. So you go to a vineyard and you collect grapes. You are there I worked for around a week and I collected grapes and I got paid for it. And that's an experience that I wouldn't have being able to have in Mexico. That experience helped me to learn more about Alsace, and I got in contact with people that I wouldn't have been able to meet if I stayed in Mexico, which is where I come from. If you're living in France and you get the opportunity to do something like this, definitely do it. I enjoyed it a lot and I learned a lot from this experience and I wouldn't change it for the world. So you should definitely do it. It was pretty fun to do and you get paid. That's one of the best things too. Number 7, career opportunities. Studying abroad is pretty attractive to employers. When you go back to your country, if you decide to do so, you will have new language skills. You will be able to speak fluent French. You will have a different perspective of the world, which can be pretty attractive to certain companies in your own country. You will have a degree from one of the best universities in the world. Number 8, traveling. You will be able to travel to so many different places while living in France. In my case, I live in Strasbourg, which is pretty close to Germany, so I get the opportunity to do my grocery shopping at Kiel, which is a German city. If, like me, you love to travel, living in Europe is one of the best decisions that you can make. It is pretty cool because in a matter of hours, you can be in another country, speaking a different language, and being in contact with another culture. And that to me is just like so mind-blowing. It's pretty cool to have that flexibility of traveling all over Europe and meeting people from all over the world and learning so many things about different cultures and about yourself too. If you're curious to know to which places I traveled to, I went to Valhalla, so this is a clip of my video. I'll leave you the links in the description box if you want to check it out. This park is the English Garden, which is located in Munich, Germany. And this one too is an amazing place. It is La Montagne des Singes, which is located in Alsace, France. You will be able to meet people from all over the world. From Asia, from Germany, from Switzerland, from India, from Mexico, from Canada, from Colombia, from Venezuela. You'll be able to meet people from all over the world, and that's one of the most cool things because you will have so many friends that if they go back to their own country, you can go and visit. If you like traveling, that's like pretty cool. You will be able to have friends that will last for life, that come from different backgrounds. Number 10, personal growth. Living on your own will allow you to learn a lot about yourself, about who you are and what you want to do later in life. After being interacting with so many different cultures, you will be able to have a better understanding of the world, about life, and about what you want to do later in life, who you want to be, what impact do you want to make in the world. Living on your own is not easy. You will be confronted to many different situations where you have to learn problem solving, like I told you before. If you want to study abroad in France and you want to know how much does it cost to study abroad in France, then I recommend you to watch this video where I share with you how much does it cost to live in France in 2020. You can also watch this video where I share with you how it was like to quarantine in France on my own in a 12-meter square studio. I also invite you to visit my blog, which is thatsmoni.com, where I share with you different posts about what it's like living in France, how you can get a student job in France, traveling tips, and things that I've learned while living and studying abroad in France, for example, cooking rice. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Thatsmoni. You can also find me on TikTok at Thatsmoni Official. If you want to see the backstage of studying abroad in France and of me filming and recording videos on YouTube, then go and follow me on social media. Thanks a lot for watching this video. I hope that it was useful, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me in the comment section. See you on my next video.